Welcome. My name's Brian Knight, and I live near Melbourne in Australia, and it's just turned 5 a.m. in the morning on a Wednesday. And yesterday, yesterday was 39 degrees. 39 degrees. It's like, wow, cooking. Today, those are back to 23. So we've had 4 days of really hot weather in that sort of mid to high 30s. Anyway, I hope we get a couple of days thing. I think next Monday is supposed to be 39 again. Just that's the cycle at the moment. Right, let me just share this before we start. Welcome to this live FOREX analysis session. Just note that any trades discussed in this group are to be classed purely as educational only. That's because we're a group of people helping each other and we are not financial advisors. There is a full risk disclosure there and a little bit about us as live session traders. And here we go. I'll just welcome Darren. I'll just stop sharing there. We'll go over to the charts.
Brian,
How are you?
all
Thank
right.
you for many thanks for putting all those settings into the
So,
into
I think
the
I think most of them obviously are the standard ones. It's just the first few, I guess. But
yeah, no. Well,
I
there's
just
only
copied everything, just copied each page just for.
no, you did well. No, there's only three. We've got the X48. So you just set them up on the daily to start with. I've got it here now. So if we look there, it's 56 weighted, 110, 2.4, 4 and 1. Nothing else is really, oh, sorry. These are unticked there and only those two are ticked. I think that's about it. I think that's
Yeah,
everything on that page.
yeah,
So I know you gave us the whole lot, so it's good. And then the twin range filter is 27. I think it's basically what comes out of the box.
yeah.
27 1.6 55 2. And the trend bar was number 7. Mhm. So that's on the daily, and I've just transferred it over to the hourly, for example, for us to
Yeah.
look. And then I've also got the one with the Renkos. Okay. So we'll
Yeah.
just jump from one to the other weekend and have a look. So did you get into this for the long and or was it not far enough outside the rails on this
Uh,
one?
yes, I did. Sorry. Yeah, I did. AUD CAD. I
Oh,
mean that. I
but
mean
it's
that.
not far enough out of the rails, did it? Did it go?
It was close. Actually, let's have a look.
Oh, I'm just looking at it there going like, ooh.
Yeah, only just. I suppose.
It could have the rails could have moved or whatever
Yeah, it could
from,
move slightly, but there is still slight bit of body of candle outside there. I suppose I was just sort of taking the view that I've got to have a line somewhere, and
yeah.
I've already moved from if it's just a wick outside the rail, that's not enough. But if it's body of the candle outside, then it is. So
Hmm.
I've sort of drawn a line at
Okay.
that. So
No worries. I'm just sort of trying to
yeah,
yeah.
but if it took strong today, but then stuck back
Over
down.
over
Yeah,
here's no good because we've just got a wick and that you wouldn't have. But then,
correct.
but then again, from here, or it wouldn't be from there, but anyway, from somewhere there to there, it's like 300 pips down though. So I mean, there's you've got your rules, but you might have been in this from up here anyway in that short. So
Yeah, I think I took the sell. Did I get out
it
of the
come
election
back up.
on that
Oh,
one?
you probably did, yeah.
I think I might have done.
October,
I think
and then down it goes to
it's
there,
carried on
400
going.
pips.
Yeah, yeah.
So that's all right. No worries. Just asking the question. That's all.
Okay.
That's good. All right.
Yeah, I'm in a
Um,
few trades now, got in a few of them.
yeah, well, I
Got,
think what's going to happen with this though, we're going to get a pullback at this point.
yeah.
It looks like
Yeah.
it because it's broken to the high to the left, and now it's got a short, and I think it'll go into the sell. So probably not the best time to get into the buy on that for a longer
No.
term trade. But if you're already in, it's going to pull back a bit, and then we'll see.
Yeah.
Uh, I just noticed though that the Canadian inflation came in at 1.8. It's like, oh my gosh, okay. So that means that they potentially will lower their interest rate further.
Which should help this position longer term.
Correct. And then the
We
unemployment
can
rate
kind
for
of thing.
Australia, previous four, so that's coming in on the 19th. The it may be pretty well the same or slightly more, but we don't have I think it's our CPI figures come out at the end of this month, end of January. So it's only like next week sometime. I think it's the end of next week though. Um, and then they will decide, I think the middle of February, don't quote me, but I think it's the middle of February for any rate decision. Um, but there's all this buzz on the street. Oh yeah, we might get a cut on in February and that, but and the dollar's dropping and so, but there's no conclusive proof. I mean, I think most of the qualified people are saying that they won't be lowering any interest rate until at least May, if things are okay. I mean, it's still, and then there might be one other cut in the year, but we'll see. Now that Ancient Orange is in, everything is going to be sorted. It's the golden years of US. Are you muted?
No, that's right. It's
The
a
golden
golden
age.
era for the US.
Yeah,
Golden
yeah,
era.
yeah, yeah. Well, he's he used up all the pens for the next 4 years. So
Yeah.
you see the selection of pens. It's like 10 pens on a little wooden
Yeah.
thing, and he's like going for his life.
Oh, it's just a bit bizarre. It's just
Oh
and then
yeah,
a
bizarre
bit of a
is
fist pump when he signs it. You know. Yeah.
it is.
But half of those could get blocked. Yeah, it's all right. He
Yeah,
signs, but I understand it. Yeah, they've then got to go through. There's more process for it to go through, so they could yeah,
yeah, yeah,
not
yeah. Well,
guaranteed to go through.
he's day one for Ukraine hasn't sorted out yet. I mean, it's probably
Um,
not 24 hours yet, but Oh, such a joke. I tell you, the whole world. Anyway, good on them. Rightio, so let's go looking down through them. AUDCHF. Um, no, you wouldn't have taken this because it never came out of the rail.
no,
Um,
not that one.
rid of that one there. Um, the thing is, though, it does have a long and for me, though, these are the sort of things that I go looking for. Um, but it is really choppy. It's a really choppy setup. You'd have quite a large stop loss on this. Um, so I've probably got some of these I'll have to clean up because I've got a whole lot of stuff off the Rincos that I would have put on. So, but yeah, look at the choppiness in this compared to say AUD CAD. Look how it's quite um, mild. It has its pullbacks and stuff. But you go to AUD CHF, it's like all over the shop. So, but yeah, it's sort of over the 12 months. That's the, where are we? There it is. That's the high, that's the low. And now it's just sitting out over here at the moment for the year. And it's quite erratic, really, isn't it? But it does have a long in there. And you've had other longs, but they've not gone very far. So it just depends on what happens. There'll be some fundamentals probably push it around. AUD take this off too. Some of these things on. So this is also too at the
Yeah,
moment.
but I seem to be well and truly stuck in these JPYs now. Just none of them going anywhere.
Yeah, they're
Some in a
just
bit of profit, some in a bit of drawdown, but yeah, yeah. I mean, a whole batch of these now, and
yeah,
looks like it could be for the long haul.
we had such a push up and such a constant, and then all of a sudden it just dropped off the cliff, and now it's been, you can see from the start of the year. I think it's this accumulation stage will take off, but you've got like the oh, that's not necessarily it. What do we got? Some other things. There were some bits and pieces, inflation rate, which has come up a bit. This is in Japan.
Yeah.
And there's a forecast rate decision, you see, on the 23rd. So that's next week. This could actually implement some movement, though, Darren.
Yeah.
This is like a first rate decision. A quarter of a basis points is the forecast. This could really push it around, which means that the Aussie dollar could take off a bit and buy. And now you're in buys for this, aren't you?
Yeah. Well, an
So,
interest rate increase could be bad news, couldn't it, for AUD It's difficult. I
uh,
mean, you've got to really think that if that's the forecast and that's priced in, and you know, I think it's any sort of anything different to that that would
but wouldn't that
really
lower the
make.
value? Wouldn't that lower the value of the Japanese yen, which would increase the Aussie
Yeah,
dollar strength?
yeah,
But
yeah.
you're not in. You're in buys for this, aren't
I
you? Not
am.
sells. Yeah,
I'm in buys. Yeah,
yeah. So, and if I look at it here, you've got this, not um, what do you call a gap in here. I think it's still got, you know, pressure push up. Anyway,
yeah.
well,
There's a target for it to aim for there. That's for sure.
yeah, yeah, absolutely. But you do have a short off, and now it's pulled back up. So it's very choppy. You're right. You're stuck in something that's a bit that didn't sort of get the move. I mean,
Yeah,
with your strategy, Darren, really relaxed as such, on a daily. It's like you sort of got to sit there, don't you? It's a bit like
yeah.
your the other one you're in. I can't remember what.
I think it was CAD
in for,
CHF. I was in it for
yeah,
about.
yeah, Cat says I've been there for 4.5 months,
Yeah,
but it eventually profited out. So I mean,
yeah.
that's the
And I'm getting positive swap fees on the JPY buys, so
okay. Well, there you go.
doesn't do
There's
any
a
harm sitting in the mill. That's not a
no,
problem,
no.
provided
Well,
it makes a break in the right direction when it eventually
mm, mm.
makes.
Welcome, Peter.
Hi there, Brian.
That's good.
Hi there,
Okay,
Darren.
Either.
No,
so here we
Tom.
go. No, Tom's not here at the moment. No, that's okay. ADNZD, that's been really choppy as well. Look at it on the daily since the start of the
Yeah.
year. It's just all over the shop. But it has been going up, but it's just not in any sort of a consistent run. I'll just take that off in a minute. And you can see like the drop and the pushback. It's like, yeah, it is such a love-hate relationship, this Aussie New Zealand. I wouldn't be looking at getting into that one at the moment, from this perspective anyway. AED Singapore, Let's take that off. So this is the setup, Frank, that Darren has now. AD Singapore doesn't have a long. We do have a green arrow on the daily, but again, if you look at it on the hourly, it has been pretty choppy. Like everything from, it's very different to last year, Darren, isn't it? This whole sort of start of January or last year was things all just took off, right? This year, it's this choppy wave going on, particularly with the AUDs anyway, from
Yeah.
that perspective. But then again, we've got Agent Orange that has taken control and creating the golden era. So for the US, not for the
I was
world.
just going to say that.
Only for the US, it's like so we'll see. Again, there's no sort of news coming up. This Singapore's a bit of a different kettle of fish. I'm not committing to anything on this at this point. If we get an interest rate cut, then I'll talk about this. Well, I'll think about this as a buy. But anyway, AUD/USD. Let's get some of these things off here so we can have a look. It has got a long now. Did you get into this, Darren?
I did, yeah. Yeah.
Whoa.
It wasn't a great entry because I got in right at the top of that long, and then it spiked
Sucked
all
back
the
a
way
bit.
down.
Yeah.
So I could have got a much better entry, but anyway, a minute. So we get on.
Yeah, we'll just see what happens. It's yeah, I don't know. No. The US has still got a bit of strength at the moment. What's this news? Home sales now. Oh, so what? I'm not quite convinced yet, Darren, but that's
No,
okay. You follow the rules, that's all cool. And really, I should be doing something on it. But I don't know. I'm a little hesitant in a minute, particularly with what's happening in the US but yeah, okay. CAD CHF. Look at that. What a choppiness this is.
massive spike down today. Actually, looking at that.
Yeah. Big 1 day spike in it. Normally, this will give us a direction change. This sort of thing, like it goes like, I want to go down. No, we're going to go back. And it's like, I can see this potentially
It looks like it was the inflation rate news a bit lower than forecast. Was that the reason?
Yeah, maybe.
Today? Yeah, possibly.
But that shouldn't have it by. But anyway, yeah, it's all right. But it is pretty choppy. You can see it, but it's in the middle. It's not anything that you're going to be looking at anyway. And this pair for quite a while, like since August 24, all this has done is chopped around in the middle. Really, I mean, it might have come out there, but where was that? That was back November last year. But it never made the other side, so you wouldn't have profited on that one. You would still be stuck in it. CAD JPY. CAD JPY is also didn't make the other side, went into a short. Well, it was a short off there, but it never came far enough out of the rail to give us any triangle.
No.
So it's a bit of a non-plus. These sort of ones, though, that I would do is I would still get into a short like that. I would get out and into a long and then back into a short, but that's me. Even though it's inside the rails. I mean, if they're outside, it's a much better potential trade option. But some of these ones anyway, okay, so CHF JPY. Yeah, that I think that news, the Japanese news of interest rates, going to make a bit of a difference.
Yeah.
I really do. So what are you in? You're in that long, are you?
I am, yes. Yeah.
Well, okay. And hopefully what that news does is push it up, which is, I think it's that one. Yeah. Next week. You have to wait a bit. It depends on how far it comes down, isn't it? Well, you got in here, you probably, what are you, just in a slight bit of profit, or are you
Oh, look at this
break
actually.
even?
The inflation rate news is this week, isn't it? That
It is on
Thursday.
the 23rd
So that's
as well.
the Friday session this week, isn't it?
Yeah, I think it's the same. Oh, well, no, 23rd. That's
Interest rate decision is 3 a.m. on the 24th UK time. So that will be
23rd, 18.
that will be in the final session of the week, the Asian session.
Yeah, well, you've got the interest rate, sorry, the inflation rate, and then basically a couple of hours later, an hour and a half later, you've got a rate decision.
Yeah.
It's all bingo bango all at one time.
So I could wake up to yeah.
Either.
See if these have moved a bit overnight UK time, we'll see.
Mm. Yeah, all these JPYs would. Anyway, all right, let's go down through the euros. Euro AUD. Whoa. Messy, eh?
Choppy on the hour.
Well, at the moment, well, yeah, on the areas, yeah, but we're looking down here. You're in that cell though, Darren.
I'm in the cell, yeah. Yeah. What's the Euro news coming up?
Yeah, there's not a lot though.
No, it's
Darren,
nothing.
it's nothing of any significant necessarily.
No, it's not.
But yeah, no, it'll be all okay because they'll be drilling oil and gas and supplying Europe with it all now. Yeah, you'll be right. You'll be right over there, Peter. You'll be using US gas to heat things up. The drilling
I
has
think at the
begun.
end of the day, if he adds these tariffs and that, people will be going to Canada and getting their oil and gas.
Oh, don't. No, really? Oh gosh. That'll put a kibosh on the golden era.
Oh, he's just going to drill wherever he wants to. He's going to, he could.
Don't worry about any sovereign. Don't worry about any sovereign state. It's okay.
Pop up in the North Sea, Peter, and just start helping himself. Yeah. Who knows what he might do?
All right, so you're in that short, it's pulling back a bit, it's like up and then pull back, and okay, that's your AUD. Your CAD. Okay, whoa, that's a bit on the
Well,
wow.
that was Canadian news again, wasn't it? It's
Yeah.
market opening.
Yeah, but it pulled back again though.
Oh, it did, yeah.
So again, it may indicate then a direction change. What are you in any of that, Darren, or you were in that, would have been in that long?
Yeah, I was in that long, but
Election stuff you got out.
yeah, did it pull back and take me out? I can't remember now. Can't remember. I think it might. I think it came back and took me out.
down here.
Yeah.
Oh, oh no, you okay. Okay. So at the moment though, it's for me, it's well, that's a long I'd be in, but I'm a little hesitant at this point of whether it'll make it out there. All right, Euro CHF. That's nothing you would have been in anyway. Okay. Euro GBP you don't trade, but look at that. Hasn't that been an amazing turnaround? Well, that's just amazing. That British pound has been pretty pretty weak against the euro. When you look at the other euros, they're not that strong, but the British pound must have been like really on the ropes and that. What do we got? Unemployment rate. Oh, that's up. Okay, so here's a chance also too for an interest rate cut in the British pound. There's no news of that, is there? Anyone? Darren, you muted.
That's not till February, the next interest rate decision.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. But you didn't trade that anyway, so but it would have
No.
been such a nice. But look at this. If you had got in that long, it came up and it spiked back down here, you would have been chucked out, and then off it went. Really typical stuff, that is. Okay. Euro JPY, new
Yeah.
use.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're in it for the buy, but it's like, did this pull back here and
I'm back in profit again. It's about 220
yeah.
up.
Oh yeah, no, you would be. You would be.
Get another long now. I'll move my radical stop
Yeah,
loss.
if you get along there, you mean?
Yeah.
You don't know, because this could short and then just push back down again too. It's been on a bit of a down. Yeah, that's what you got to wait for. Okay, good. Euro NZD is very similar to the AUD. We don't know. There is no short out of there.
No.
Nothing.
Yeah, and it's just again choppy across on that on the base of it. Okay, Euro Singapore. I'll take some of these things out. These are what's left from the Renko, which will be on the Renko. And so again, this is not something that I would get into at the moment. And Euro USD. Right, now this is where that US dollar is starting to sort of weaken off a bit.
Yeah, it's had an interesting day today.
And
Came down off the high of yesterday and has gone back.
yeah,
And they reckon it's going to push further up.
yes. Who's they?
Well, I hope it does, because I'm in it for the long, for the.
I was about to say Darren would be in it because of that long he's jumped in. It looks like it from we'll have a look at other USD ones, but like GU, but the AUD USD is certainly looking like it's moving up.
And well, they reckon it's going to go to $1.05.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Yeah, just here. It's not very far, but anyway, we'll see.
Hmm.
I think eventually, well, it was looking at going down here to parity, but yeah. They're gonna have to pay the US for a whole lot of stuff, so you know. GA. Yeah, the whole world has to pay for his uh, golden era. You still in this for the sell?
I am, yeah. It's just run out of steam at the moment, but I'm still in
Yeah,
it. You know,
but that's all right. Been going really well.
yeah, no, it is. It's
Um, there is
300 pips
unemployment.
up on that one.
Yeah, I think it's the unemployment rate sort of just halted it a little bit. But we'll see. You might make it to the other side. You've got obviously got a TP set somewhere here.
Yeah.
Okay. Do you tend to move your TP when the rails move,
I
or
do, yes. Yeah, very
okay,
much so, yeah.
okay, no, yeah.
Yeah, so I check them once a day and make a few adjustments here and there. Yeah.
Well, you got to have something to do, don't you?
Yeah,
Really?
exactly, yeah.
Yeah, no, you can't be idle. All right, GCAD. So no long on that. If you had have been in that one from the short, you would have profited that nicely. It's now pushing back up again, but we don't have a long yet.
Yeah, did quite well. I think this one recently, I took the long in November.
Yeah,
Up in
over here.
then got
Yeah.
in for the short, came back
Yeah.
down.
Now
Just
you're
waiting
waiting
for
for
the long again.
you're waiting for a long on that one.
Yeah.
Okay. My only thing is right at the moment is we've got this massive spike that happened because of the Canadian news, and
Yeah.
it may pull back a bit. So it'd be good if we don't have a long until it pulls back and then gives us a better entry.
Yeah.
GBP CHF.
These
Oh, cool.
these
X48. Oh,
CHF
yeah.
pairs have just been just meandering for
Yeah, it's still in
so
the
long
middle.
now.
But then again, that short, I mean, if I get along, I might get into that too. Just depends. Tend to watch them. But it's pretty yick. Right now, what do we got here? This is a did you got into that long? Has it come back? Has it spiked yet? You haven't got it yet, have you? Or that was December
No, I'm in this. I'm in this. Still in it.
unit for the buy
Came all the way back but I'm still in it.
into drawdown and then push back up again.
Mm. Yeah, still in that one.
Yeah, is that positive swaps as well, or
Yeah, yeah. All the
okay, good.
JPY, all the buys on these JPYs
Yeah,
are
yeah.
swaps.
GN
Yeah, I mean this similar to
for the
GA.
sell. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
Okay. And GBP and Singapore, that British pound just dropped off.
yeah,
Well, I'll be waiting for a buy on that for a long.
yeah.
Got a couple of arrows, but we'll see what happens. And GU, this is yeah. See how the
Oh, we have a long. A long is just
yeah. Well, I don't know mine,
yeah.
not on my feed,
But
but
it's been sort of on and off since yesterday this long, and it's reappeared again.
hmm, it hasn't for me yet. So
Can't
Yeah.
make its
I'm on
mind
the
up.
feed.
So I could be getting in this one
If
if
the long
that's
stays there
yeah,
after the end of the day.
yeah,
Well, it's not showing for me, so we'll just see what goes. And it's only purely because of the feed. I'm on a Pepperstone feed, and you're on FCM or something, isn't it?
FXCM, yeah,
FXCM, yeah. All right, NZD CAD. That would yeah. See again another pull back down, push up, pull back down on that one. Oh, you got a long.
I have a long, but I don't think it
No
just
body
outside the
outside.
road.
Big
No,
spike.
Nobody outside.
it's literally sitting on the bottom rail there, but it didn't.
It only wicked out, didn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, for me, that could be a potential. We'll see. There's probably a direction change on this one because we got along, but it pulled back down. I'll just have to wait and see how it moves on that. Okay. NZDCHF, a very slow sort of meander up. It does have a long, but the problem with it is it didn't come out of the rail very much there. Okay. The CHFs are really, they tend to just sort of sit in the middle of rails. They don't tend to get to extremes. There must be manipulation of that. Entity JPY. Oh, you're not in that, are you?
No.
I tell you what, I think it'll be so much. I think there's going to be a bit of action on these
Yeah.
JPYs when we
APYs,
get that sort of, if they're going to raise the interest rate. I mean, you got all these other countries. It's been totally the opposite. The Japanese yen's been on such a low inflation and such a low thing, but now they're increasing their interest rate, and everybody else is, well, everybody except for Australia is just chopping it down because they've been so harsh on it to pull the inflation back. All right, then NZDU, let's hopefully pull back up a bit. Yep.
Yeah, I'm in this one. In this
You
one.
are.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just depends on how quickly you get in, isn't it?
Yeah.
But that all of these USDs, so United States, the dollar is just sort of weakened off, isn't it? Maybe it
Yeah.
doesn't like that Agent Orange. We'll see. Okay, Singapore Japanese yen. It's just sitting in there as well. Nothing
Yeah, I'm
really.
still in this one. This one's it's
Are
still
you
in
still in it for the buy
Yeah. It's sort of doing a bit better than the other ones. What am
from here
I?
December?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
So I'm what, a couple of hundred pips on that.
It's done a short though. Okay, now let's look at the USDs. So I would expect these all to. Okay, we've got this again. Look at this accumulation. It just pushed up and up and up and up. I got a bit out of those,
Right.
but
Well, I've been
now
stopped out on this, Brian. It's probably one of the fastest stop outs I've had on these daily
because you got
time.
into the short and then it just spiked back up.
Yeah, that is so unusual for a daily time
Yeah,
frame trade to get taken out so quick. So that was a
that was the Canadian news though.
yeah. I mean, I barely put the trade on, and the next thing
It was gone.
it was gone. So I'll just leave that now. Wait for it to sort of start again and set up if it does.
Yeah, okay.
If it does just fall away now, then so be it. But yeah, I won't just sort of jump back in. Just let
Fair
it play
enough.
out now. Yeah.
So what criteria are you going to need? What, and you won't get another short. What you
No,
want? Just
not unless it pushes up again and get along and then another short, then I'll get in. But
okay.
I just wait, just let it play out and
Yeah. USD CHF, that sort of dropped off. We haven't got a short on that yet. But certainly that didn't spike it enough. And UJ. So are you still in? No, you didn't get into that long.
no, just seems to be lagging behind the others in whichever direction it.
Yeah. Again, this is when the Japanese next week. It's going to really push that around, I think. Okay, US and Singapore, I'd say oh yeah, no, that's right.
Yeah, I'm
Sorry,
in this
it
one.
will sell.
I'm in this one.
But look at that. Look at the spike, and then it just it's come back to nothing.
Yeah,
Wow.
I think I'm up though on this one, so I did get in, and I'm
Yeah. Well, there's a fair bit of stuff imbalanced to come back to.
yeah, I'm
So
about 50, up about 50 pips on it. So I got in. It spiked back up, pushed me deep into deep drawdown, and then
yeah.
dropping away again.
Okay.
I mean, it's not
Good.
far from when you look at it, actually, we're past the
Yeah, I
mid
know. It would
now.
have been the mid on that short anyway. Big
So
drop, and then it's
it,
hmm,
if we get a bit of a push down, it could be all over quite quickly. This one, but we'll see.
all over Red Rover.
Yeah,
Okay.
a couple of days, and that might do it. Well, we'll see.
Yeah. Well, it's gold. Oh, look at it. Gold pushed up. Wow.
Dollars weakened off.
That's it.
Yeah, but
Dollars weakened off. The
it's
buying
not
gold again.
always
You know?
it's not always related to that. I think maybe it's well, yeah, it could be that, but also there's apparently China and India are buying gold up like it's going out of fashion. Maybe maybe they're betting on I don't know. As you said yesterday, Frank, I think Peter, I think you're talking about, or I saw something about they're having a go. He's going to give the BRICS nations a bit of a beating or something. I don't know. But yeah, I don't think you can. Like some of the stuff I've been following, it's like it's not always when the US goes down that the gold goes up. I
Well,
mean,
it's
it
always,
can,
always.
but it's also to demand. A lot of it, a lot of gold comes out of demand for to buy it as a safe. You know,
Uh,
apparently in India and
my
China,
take
it's
on
like
it is Agent Orange has got a lot to do with it as well.
I'm sure. The old silver's pushing back up, but only slowly. And Bitcoin's up at 1,007 now. 107, sorry. Well, 107,000. Like, yeah, and that's got to do with Agent Orange as well, I'd say. What's oil doing? Oh,
Yeah, I'm in oil.
Alex,
I'm in oil.
you're in it for the sell.
Yeah.
It'd be nice if it drops off. Well, is this because Ancient Orange is already drilling?
The only
Yeah.
problem
Yeah.
with that
Yeah.
is you can go drill, but the drilling
But
companies, if the oil price is not right, they will not drill.
we'll just look
Oh
at
no, he'll subsidize them. Don't worry, he'll.
there it says, doesn't it, on TradingView though, 2 hours ago, crude prices tumble as President Trump vows to boost US
Yeah,
crude
it's crude
production.
production. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, and that would have been one of the pens,
Yeah, that's
They
right.
look like crayons, really, not pen. Anyway, the
Well, he
crayons.
probably can't write really. He just puts a cross on it or something with the crayon.
Oh God.
Fingerprint.
Yeah,
Uses a
followed by a
thumbprint.
thumbprint.
Yeah,
Thumbprint.
I reckon it'll be a foreign print, like boom. He's such a Neanderthal, isn't he? Like I'm looking at it yesterday. Simon, he's like this hunched over Neanderthal.
But, to make the drama out of him, having televised signing these executive orders. I mean, it's just bizarre. Where else in the
Yeah.
world do you get that sort of thing televised? I mean, can you imagine the UK Prime Minister being televised signing stuff, number 10 Downing Street? You just wouldn't.
No.
Nobody would be interested. It just wouldn't.
You find out about it later, and gas is off too. But cocoa's gone back up. It's like, uh-oh, that's a problem. The world is not going to have its comfort food.
That's
All right then.
a commodity that's affected by the weather, isn't it?
Yeah, and production. That's right. I sort of think we have a thing at ABC here that it's how things work or whatever. There's a guy and he's doing a couple of things, ginger beer and chocolate. Actually, chocolate is very interesting. How many processes cocoa beans have to go through to be able to actually get chocolate? Actually, quite a complicated series of events.
Yeah.
But anyway, so yeah. Now there's another series we've got. It's called Eat the Invaders. So I tell you what, the British get a bit of a banging. They're the ones that bought all the crap over here that went rabbits and I don't know, well,
Foxes.
other foxes and
Yeah.
many cats and
Oh,
all
cats,
those.
they're everywhere then. Bloody
Yeah,
things.
yeah, yeah. No. So yeah, no, they make a meal out of all of these invaders, cane toads and you name it.
Cane coats. Oh, yeah, I forgot.
Deer. Deer was another one. They brought deer over to hunt, the buggers. Now they're camels, the other one.
Yeah, camels. I was just going to say
Yeah.
camels.
Camel hamburgers they were eating. Everyone was going okay. On carp, bloody carp. So,
Carp.
but it's interesting, 90% of the world eat carp. No way. Over here, they chuck them on the bank and let them die. I mean, they're an absolute pest over here. But I don't know. It's crazy that we don't.
It's carp is very bony. They eat a lot of carp here in Lithuania, but it's very fiddly.
No, no, not
You
here.
find
No.
fine bones in it.
Oh, you're in Lithuania, Peter. I didn't know you was in
Yeah.
Lithuania.
Yeah, that's where he is.
Oh, I didn't realise that.
Mm.
No.
So
All right, gentlemen. Until tomorrow.
I could have said
Hopefully,
I could have come and popped by and said hello at the weekend.
When
yeah,
you're
I
in
was gonna.
Congress,
Yeah, wrong city. Yeah, all right. Yeah, that's right. Yeah,
Anyway, there's also got the Renko set up as well. So we can look at either both or whatever we need to do.
yeah.
Thank you for setting that again, Darren. Much appreciated. So, all right then.
Okay.
okay.
Till next time. Take it easy, everyone.
Enjoy your day, Brian. Take care.
We'll do
And
well,
you,
unless it's
Darren.
cooler today. I said it was 39 yesterday. It's like
It's
really
cooler today.
well, yeah, it's only 23, so it's supposed to
No
be.
rain, though.
No, we don't. Yeah, next few days it's like you don't normally get too much rain in January unless there's some sort of storm event, but it normally the temperatures don't sort of come off until like the kids go back to school at the end of January, start of Feb, and we normally have 40 degrees. As I'm just saying, next Monday, they're not back at school yet, but next Monday is supposed to be 39 again. That's the prediction. I mean, it's a bit of time out, but yeah, we get a lot of hot stuff there, and then it starts to sort of wane off a little bit going towards autumn. So
Yes.
anyway.
It's not very nice when it's very hot.
No, it's hot. I was stinking yesterday. Go out and do stuff, water things.
Yeah.
All right
I've been
then.
I've been working in the Persian Gulf and it's been terrible when it's like that in the summer.
Yeah, no,
And the Red
it's
Sea.
just the sweat's just absolutely pouring off you with it. All right then. Till